Kill Team Tyranids versus Astra Militarum.
So in today's game, we're going to be using the Killzone Sector Munitorum, the environment expansion. It's got set up for the Astra Militarum and Gene Stealers.
Yeah. So we're going to also be using the Drop Force Imperator and the Writhing Shadow expansions for the Astra Militarum and the Tyranids. And we're going to be doing one of the Tyranid missions that came with their starter box. So the main Tyranids get a greatest strategic advantage by default. And then if your leader is killed, then your team is automatically broken. And since it's only a 1v1, as soon as your leader's killed, and your team's broken, you lose. If both leaders are alive, then we start rolling for the game to end on round 4. And you score, if both leaders are alive at the end, then you score victory points for each specialist taken out of action by the other player. Joe can just go right into his Tyranid for us, though.
For my Tyranids, I've got a Tyranid Warrior Gunner. It's going to be my leader. He's got a Bob Strangler and Scything Talons. I've also got a Lictor with his normal loadout. He's going to be my combat specialist, since he's going to be the best one in my army in close combat. I've got 2 Termagants with Devourers. And then I have 7 Hormagaunts with Adrenal Glands. One of them is a Veteran Specialist, and the other is going to be a Scout Specialist, which will just help him get into close combat, because he can reroll his advance. And with the box set, I got some new specific stratagems. Rapid Regeneration will let me, instead of a out of action on a 4+, it'll just be a Flesh Wound for 2 command points. There's a specific one for the board that, for 2 command points, on a 6+ to wound, it causes a mortal... On a 6+ to wound, it causes a mortal wound in addition within ammo crates or the oil barrels. And then there's a nice one that gives me that my guys count as fly when they make their charge move for Predatory Leap. So hopefully I'll get to use some of those. Some of them I can't use. A lot of the default ones I can't use because I didn't take Gene Stealers or the Termagants with Flesh Borers.
Yeah. For the Astra Militarum, I'm running a Tempestor. Yeah. With a Power Fist and a Plasma Pistol. He's my leader, of course. And then I have a Scion Gunner with a Plasma Gun. And he's my sniper, so reroll 1s to hit. Then I have 2 just Scions. And then I have a third one that's a Scion Gunner and a Demolitions Specialist. And then 7 Guardsmen. And then a Guardsman with a Voxcaster, who is my comm specialist. And same thing with the Tyranids. The Drop Force came with some specific stratagems for them. I don't super know the Astra Militarum, so I'm not sure how good all of these would be, but like you can fire a grenade again. -1, just 1 command point, take a -1 to your injury roll. Seems pretty good. There's one to get a 5-up save against mortal wounds. But, I mean, it's cool to have more stratagems. It's kind of sucky that you have to buy an expansion to get them, though. So, deployment just wrapped up. Astra Militarum forces are on the side of the board. Obviously, the leader is hiding in the crate, since if he dies, I'll just lose the game. And then I have my guys mostly grouped up so that I can use the... what's it called? Where is it? Sir, yes, sir, I think? Yeah. So when I do an order, it affects everybody within 3 inches of the target instead of just the target. So hopefully I can make use of that. But this crate in the middle of the field is giving the Tyranids a lot of cover. So there's also a stratagem for that from the Killzone that I can move that up to 6 inches for 1 command point. So I also might be using that.
For the Tyranids, I've got my leader hanging out back here to try and hide him from getting gunned down. And then I've just got my Hormagaunts in the center to advance forward my first turn with the 2 Termagants behind and the Lictor hiding behind the tractor.
So we're going to do the the Killzone status, the environment table. So we roll a d6 and see what effect it has. 5. Unstable cargo. Randomly determine one piece of terrain at least 4 inches in at least one dimension, other than a passable terrain. That terrain is dangerous terrain for this mission.
Oh.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, let's go with that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3. Right.
Yeah.
So dangerous terrain. We'll have to, I think that's if you just walk on it, like you take a mortal wound on a 1 or something. So we'll mark that with a dice. And then we're going to roll off for initiative. So Astra Militarum.
Tyranids.
Tyranids will get the first movement phase. So Tyranids had the initiative, but we just finished up the entire movement phase. So do you want to go first? You move
So
first.
for the Tyranids, all of my Hormagaunts advanced forward. This guy got the furthest with a 6 on the advanced roll. These guys got stuck behind the crate that's no longer in the way, so they were just piled up behind there. Lictor advanced up over there. He's just hanging out. And then the Termagants and the Warrior just moved to get targets in sight for their shooting.
Yeah, so I used one of my 2 command points on the pilot servo hauler stratagem, so I got to move this 6 inches. So it's sucky. Joe doesn't have too much shooting, so cover isn't as important for me. And given my deployment, Joe was almost entirely obscured, so I had to use the command point to do that. Other than that, these guys just moved back a little to be at maximum rapid fire range. These 2 guys over here readied up, and they just tweaked their position a little bit. And I think that's the entirety of the movement phase covered. No psychic powers, right?
Yeah. And
then shooting phase. So at the beginning of the shooting phase, I declare my order. So I will do reload, take aim on my plasma gunner. So he gets to reroll, hit rolls a 1. But then, do you have anyone readied up?
Nope.
All right. So I have 2 ready guys, so they'll be going first. I will. A frag grenade strength 3, so I will throw a frag grenade from him onto him. So d6 shots, 2. Or a frag grenade is strength 4, actually, right? Or
3.
Yeah. So it's exactly the same as using Alaska. And I missed with both. And then I have him over there, and he'll just shoot at this guy with his last gun. So hitting on 4s. 1 hit, wounding on 4s. 1 wound.
6 up. Takes it. Injury. Dead.
Alright, and that's all the readied up guys, so now we're taking turns shooting.
So I get to go first?
Yep.
So I will have the Warrior is going to fire that way, and I'm going to see how many shots I get. Probably split them up. So d6 shots, 4. So his main target's going to be him, so go 2 on him, and then 2 on the other guy.
This is my demolitions guy. Do you want to shoot him?
If he can see him, he will shoot him.
And are my guys obscured
Yeah,
from your guys?
So, the left guy on the left is obscured by this.
Okay.
And then,
Is he obscured by the Termagants?
yeah.
Okay.
So, hitting on 5s on this guy.
Demolitions guy?
Nothing. Other guy. Both hit. Wounding on 2s. 1.
And then you said AP 1?
Yeah.
So 5 up. Goes through. Injury, I'm obscured. I'm not within an inch of terrain though, so I don't take the -1. So he dies. And that was this one, right?
Yeah. And that's him.
And then I don't think I'm going to shoot either of your Termagants, so it doesn't super matter here, I think. My plasma guy gets to reroll 1s to hit, so I will overcharge and do 1, 2 shots. So 1 at the lead, hit. We'll just resolve that entirely, so wounding on 2s.
So, no save. So
And it's
injury.
it's 2 damage.
So, he's dead.
And then the second one. Hit again. Wound again.
Injury. Dead.
Oh my god. Plasma gun's so good.
That's his shooting. So the Termagants.
But who are your specialists?
The specialists are the Lictors one, and then that Hormagant and that Hormagant. So he will. This one will fire at that Scion. So 3 shots. Hitting on 5s. 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound.
4 up. Good.
That's all mine.
I will have my comm specialist boost his shooting, give him +1 BS, and he will shoot both shots at this forward specialist. So you're not in cover or anything, so hitting on 2s. 1 hit, AP 3, or strength 3, so wound, AP 2.
Injury. Yeah. And that's the scout specialist.
So that is 2 victory points, I believe. And then he has shot. And then I guess we can just go down the line of Guardsmen mostly. So you are outside a rapid fire, so that's also -1. So just hitting him on 4. Missed.
I get to fire the second
sorry.
turn. So he will fire at that Guardsman right here. He's the only one in range. Hitting on 5s. 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. No.
And then you're in rapid fire, but you are obscured. So hitting on 5s. Nothing. And then it's just 4 Guardsmen and the comp specialist left. So this forward one will shoot the back one, since he's in rapid fire. You're not obscured. 1 hit. 1 wound.
Was that a regular Guardsman?
Yes.
6 up. Good.
And then he will shoot 1 shot there. So hitting on 5s. Missed. He will shoot at him. Hitting on 5s. Missed. He will shoot at him. Missed. And then the only one I have left is the comp specialist. He is in rapid fire range. 2 hits. 2 wounds.
6 up. Fails him.
So you just take 1 injury roll.
Yeah. Nice to take a flesh wound on one
Yeah,
of these
that's-
models instead of failing every single one.
Yeah, I mean, you should have... Yeah, you
rolling hot,
We've
Joe.
failed all of them. Not a
Yeah.
single flesh wound has been taken. So that is all my shooting. So morale phase,
6. So I've lost 5 of my 11.
and I lost 1 of my... So you take the D6 plus that. And it's higher than your leadership, I think.
That will be higher than my leadership.
So I think if you break, you just lose. So you're going to want to command reroll that. Let's double check the morale stuff. 'Cause I feel like we were doing it wrong last time. There we go. Check if your kill team's broken. If all models in the kill team currently have a flesh wound, are shaken, or out of action, it is broken. Otherwise, if more than half the models... Okay, no. So you don't have to take it to more than half your models. Then you roll... Oh, okay, we did that completely wrong. So if more than half your models currently have flesh wounds taken out of action, roll 2d6 if that's greater than your leadership, then the kill team is broken. And then the shaken, for each of your models that has a flesh wound, and for your models in your kill team, yeah, so nobody has a flesh wound, so no nerve tests. Half your kill team isn't gone, so you don't take that. So I think morale is settled. And we'll be going on to turn 2. So let's see, we each get 2 more command points, and then we see initiative.
Tyranids.
Astra Militarum. So I will be moving first. So the Astra Militarum actually moved up a little bit and grouped up over here, so that I'll be able to use my Seria Ser stratagem to affect pretty much my entire kill team with an order. But with the so many Hormagons?
Yeah.
Kill, I'm pretty confident that I can beat the Tyranids now.
For the Tyranids, I readied up all of my shooting guys. I haven't moved any of the close combat ones yet, because they're all going to be declaring charges. So I'm going to start off with the Lictor. He's going to go after the Scion there, and I'm going to spend a command point for the stratagem Predatory Leap. So he counts. Counts as if he has the fly keyword.
And you're out of line of sight, so I can't overwatch you.
Not even close.
Are you gonna?
Can you command point one of those?
It could, but I think I need to get a 6
Okay.
on one of them.
What do you?
On the one, so
I
it's
think
not
we
worth it.
were slightly unclear last time if you reroll both or just one. Flame, decisive shot, decisive move, insane bravery. Pick him off of your kill team and make a move as if it. Oh, never mind. That's preemptively doing stuff. Tactical reroll. Reroll a single advance roll, charge roll. So it says roll, not dice. A single advance roll, charge roll. I don't know. It's worded badly, I think.
I won't deal with them.
Okay.
We're unclear. So this Hormigant, we'll try and go after that Scion then.
Okay, so I think you're with a 9, so 2 shots. 1 hit. Wound.
Injury roll.
Hey, it's just
Finally
a
a
flesh
flesh
wound.
wound.
I don't think I failed. Oh, I failed like 2 wound rolls so far as well.
+1. That will not be enough. The other one, we'll try and go into the other Scion.
No, sorry.
And you still get to move your distance too. If you...
Oh yeah, that's
So
true. He would move.
this one will actually make it in.
All right. Let's get eat them up.
So you get to shoot first.
Yeah. 1 second. If reroll allows you to reroll a result that was made by adding several dice together, then unless stated otherwise, you must roll all the dice. And it says roll. Yeah, we're figured out at the beginning now. Okay, so I have 3 readied up dudes. I will do the reroll ones to hit. And from my order, and I'll put on that guy. And then I'll use 2 command points to use Sir Yes Sir. So it'll affect everyone within 3 inches. Which will be all these guys. So I will shoot with my plasma gun first, and my comp specialist will give him +1 BS. You're gonna... I have plenty of guys to shoot him, so I just shoot a single plasma shot at him. You're obscured because of all my guys, and then you're outside of half range, but then I have +1 from the comp specialist. Did I say I was doing reroll ones to hit, or to wound?
I don't remember. Whichever one.
Alright, we'll do hits. So I'll overcharge. So -2 +1. So it's a miss. And then do you have anyone? Yeah, you've already got ones.
So I did it wrong. They didn't kill anyone. Like, I was outside of half range. They should have been hitting on 6s. So he will fire. Lead one will fire at that Guardsman. It's clear line of sight. So he's hitting on 5s.
Oh, so this guy shouldn't have been hit before?
He got hit by that. And he might... I think I rolled...
It's fine.
That might have been a 5. I think you're going to win anyway. Nothing.
My comp specialist will rapid fire the forward Hormigant. Nothing. Oh, wait, reroll once. 1 hit. No wound.
Back Termagant. We'll fire at that guy. 6s. 1 hit. Hitting on 3s. 1 wound.
That guy. So 4. Goes through. Injury roll. Dead. That's my specialist. So the guy over here will rapid fire him. You're obscured. Take the 5s. 1 hit. No wound.
And then back guy, warrior. is going to fire. You can see these two guardsmen, so he'll split up shots between them. 2 shots, so 1 each. So they're outside of half, so hitting on 6s. So lead guy, nothing. Back guy, nothing. That's all my shooting.
And then I have these 5 guys and my leader, I believe. So I guess I have to take him down. So I'll be shooting at him until I kill him. Rerolling 1s for my order. 1 hit. Nothing. Next guy. Next guy. 2 hits. No wounds. This guy. Oh my god. So now I'm shooting everybody at one of them. Roll that. Oh my god. So then my sergeant will shoot at him with his plasma pistol. So you're obscured, you're outside of half range. BS3, so I'm hitting on 5s. Missed. I should be shooting with everyone, right? I think so. Yikes, that's... Imagine if that was my first turn of shooting. Alright, so that's... Unless I skip somebody, that's everything I got.
So, just got the close combat then. So 1 Hormigant. 2 attacks. Hitting on 4s.
Does his
reroll 1.
specialism give him anything?
He was a veteran.
Oh no, that's just the morale test stuff.
Yeah. So, rerolled the 1. He's got silent talents, still missed. Wounding on a 4. 1 wound.
4 up save. Nope. Injury roll. Dead.
Then he can consolidate up to 6 inches.
Is that a Hormigant thing?
Yeah, bounding leap.
So now I get to fight with him, though, right?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Yeah. So 1 attack. Miss.
Is there a stratagem for this?
To fight again?
Yeah.
Probably.
Techniques. Well, they've got to shoot 1 at the end of the fight phase. Pick a model. Model can immediately fight an additional time. 2 command points. 2 attacks. 1 hit. 1 wound.
5 up save. Nope. Dead.
Deadly Hormigants. Can you consolidate again?
Did he get a fight? I think consolidating is part of fighting, so I'd imagine yes. Let's double check.
At the end of the fight phase, pick a model from your kill team. That model can immediately fight an additional time.
So, fight phase. Challenge, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think fight just means do the fight phase. So that's all part of the fight phase. So go ahead and consolidate again.
Do your attack.
Oh, yeah. Nope. So, I mean, that does show how much the dice being bad. Like, yeah. I shot, 6 guys at one guy. It didn't do anything.
If I had 3 Hormigants charging in instead of just 1, make a big difference. But unfortunately, that's more than half my army dead or with a flesh wound. So now do I do the 2d6 test?
And if this is higher than your highest leadership, you're broken. And then in this mission, I think that means you lose.
My highest leadership is...
Wait, and aren't these dudes out of synapse range? I don't know anything about Tyranids, but...
No.
Okay.
How many dead models do you have?
I have 5 dead,
and
1 has a flesh wound, and I have 6 models left on the board.
So you have 11, so you haven't lost half. Oh, but one of them has a flesh wound. Okay.
So, 7, my leadership's 9.
And then you have to take a nerve test on the injured one.
Is that a single dice or multiple?
Yeah, I think so.
Single dice?
I think so.
Single dice plus the number I've lost?
Maybe? I don't know morale. Everyone's just died up to this point. He's suffered the only flesh wound yet in the game. Morale, take an test. That has a flesh wound, and for your other models, if your kill team is broken, roll a d6 and add... Oh yeah, so +1 for every friendly model that is shaken or out of action, -1 for each friendly model within 2 inches.
And what happens if he fails?
Then he does nothing. Like, you can't activate him next turn.
Well, then he's just going to be infinitely out of action.
Until someone comes next to him. And there's probably a stratagem you can do to, like, auto-pass it or something.
Don't think there's any Tyranid one.
And
Because it's -5. He's only leadership 5, so I need to get someone near him. I need to get 2 models by him and roll a 1 or something for him to be able to do anything. So he's just gonna be out forever.
Little span. Wait, does a synapse help you?
Synapse is just if they're within. Let's see. Unit Warrior, Shadow on the Warp. Automatically pass if they're within 12 inches of him.
Alright. Well, your lictor doesn't have synapse?
No.
Alright. So, I mean, wait, so he could just move up and then...
Yeah,
You
if it goes on long enough, then
Yeah.
he can get up there.
But he's been hiding in the back this entire time.
So roll for initiative. 6 for the Nids.
7 for the Astra Militarum. More command points. So the Astra Militarum ran further away again. The one guy fell back from combat with the Hormigaunt. And I'm just at the back of the board trying to keep my leader alive, but the Lictor is seemingly coming for him now.
I had the Lictor advance out, so he just ran across to get down to cover on the other side of the board. My leader and the 2 Termagants started moving out to keep in range of the Astra Militarum, and if the game goes on long enough, hopefully get the Hormigaunt back out. I haven't moved my veteran yet, because I'm going to use Predatory Leap for a command point, and then he's going to go sailing over to try and go after Danny's leader.
Do you have a line of sight to you?
No. Can't see the base.
Or it's the model. I mean, I think we can make exception for these guys because they're 90% off the base. But I don't have to see a base, I have to see a model. So if he was more reasonably...
If he wasn't 3 times the size of his base...
Yeah.
So he's going to go leaping over the crate.
I'll retreat then. If I can't overwatch you, I'll just run away. So I think I moved 3 inches away. Fight. Oh wait, that's going to be an overwatch, not in the fight subphase. Falling back, readying, making a charge move. There's overwatch. Retreat. I can move up to 3 inches further away from the charging model. Get me out of here.
That I need 8. So you're just outside within 9. Which means I need an 8. I got a 7 plus 1 for adrenal glands. So I make it.
Damn.
Bring him in.
Success.
Yeah, no, I would have done that before you're able to charge. So, like, I could have moved the full 3 inches away, but I wouldn't have known your result. So,
Okay. That's that, so...
are you even within an inch of me there? There you go. Face away from me in fear.
Is that better?
Yes. So shooting. I have
no readied, guys.
I am going to use Commandeer weapon. So this guy is going to use the Stone Bolter that's supposed to be modeled on this crate, and he's going to shoot the Lictor with it. So that has 1 command point, and then I get a Stone Bolter profile. What's the comm specialist range?
6, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I also have to issue my order. So I guess I give him reroll ones to hit. Look at all those ones. Good thing I gave him that order. I don't think you're obscured from him, given that you're right in front of him. So that's going to be 1 hit. Nothing. Stone Bolter is worthless. That's my only readied up guy.
Right, so...
Oh, you advanced with everyone?
No, they just moved.
Oh.
So you get to shoot first,
Okay.
regulars, I assume?
So he's stuck in combat. I don't think I have line of sight to you. So the lictor is actually in, like, super messing me up position, I think.
I also
This guy
might-
in the end here can fire at the lictor.
Well, Joe's also going to be obscured, so, and he has like 2 wounds or something,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
He has 4 wounds.
Oh my god. Jesus. So
I might also break at any turn.
that's So I guess really I just want to kill regular guys to make you break, because at this point my plasma gun's not in position to shoot him, so I can't get through that to even try to kill him. And you can like leaping over to my sergeant or my leader. So I guess I'll just try killing the rest of you dudes. So I will comm specialist my plasma gun, and he will shoot at this front termagant. So that's at 12. He's a sniper, which I haven't been doing. I haven't been taking his reroll 1 because I'm bad. So that is +1, -1 for range. Reroll the 1. So I'm a plasma, and I'm overcharging.
Who is this on?
From him to him. So that is 1 hit. Wounding on 2s, 1 wound.
Injury roll.
2 damage. 2 flesh wounds. And you're next.
Since he's kind of worthless now, I will have the leader will fire. It's gonna aim for who's fired? This guy?
Yeah.
So he will start at the guy at the end, depending on number of shots, he'll spread it out. 5. So he will. He can see pretty much all of them. So I'll do 2, 2, 1.
He already he retreated, so he can't shoot. And this is a comm specialist, so prioritizing him is probably better.
Yeah, you can see him. Alright, so it'll be 2, 2, 1. But he's only going to be hitting on... So the first 2 guys are not obscured. So he'll be hitting them on 5s. Comm specialist, he'll be hitting on 6s.
Okay.
So 5 on the first guy, missed. Second guy, nothing. Comm specialist, nothing.
Yikes. I will shoot a slas gun. Him, so rapid fire, no penalty. 1 hit, 1 wound.
6 up. Failed. It's dead.
And then, who are you shooting next with?
The back termagant will fire at the comm specialist, I guess. So he'll be... I think he's obscured from him.
Who?
Comm specialist.
I wouldn't think so.
From who?
From back guy.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
So hitting on 5s. 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound.
5 up. Failed. Injury roll. Flesh wound. This guy will shoot next. So -1.
Shooting at what one?
This front one. So
The
hit.
front one.
No wound.
So then injured guy will just fire at comm specialist, but actually you can't do anything because it's going to be -3.
You always hit on 6s.
So you can hit him on 6s. No 6s.
Comm specialist will return fire. So looking for a 6. No. This back guy. Looking for 5. Hit. Wound.
6 up.
And then
So he'll
he's-
just be dead.
plasma gun already shot. So that is everybody on. No, this guy hadn't shot yet.
He shot the storm bolter, I thought.
No, this guy shot the stone bolt.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to break Joe at this point. So -1 for range. Missed. So that is all the shooting.
And we just got the close combat.
Yes.
So 2 attacks. Reroll the 1. 1 hit. No.
You get a command point.
I... Or either command point it, or I spend
But
2
it-
command points to fight again.
I mean,
if
that's
you don't kill
after.
me.
Yeah, that's after I go though, right?
Yeah.
Do you really think you're gonna survive my power fist?
Probably not. So, command point, wound.
So 4 up. Failed it. I will use a command point to reroll it. Failed it. Uh-oh. I think... I mean, he just has 1 wound. He's just a sergeant. So if I roll a 4+, he dies. He dies. I don't... You can only use a sergeant once per phase, right?
In regular 40k, I haven't double checked it, and I just assumed so.
Yeah, same, honestly. Actually, yeah, I don't know where the match played rules are. Consequences of battle, campaign stuff. Where are our stratagems? Otherwise, you can use the same tactic multiple times during the course of the battle, but only once in any given phase. You did it. You assassinated my leader. My terrible positioning came back to bite me. You've been slain.
And gets to turn around in victory.
That's right. And if this is a campaign, he'd be the hero.
Yeah.
Would. He gets to evolve into a Tyranid warrior.
Well, he's even a veteran, so he's... So I'm actually... I mean, it's actually kind of good that via me having a bunch of good luck early on, it looked really bad for you. But then the second turn, I had pretty bad luck, and you were able to...
Who would have
Come back
thought
around.
one Hormagant would do the best of my army,
Yeah.
considering he's like a fourth the cost of the expensive guys.
Yeah. I mean-
And Lictor was just scary, skulking around the board.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to say the command points if I could, but I guess I should have just interrupted you and gone first, and then I probably would have killed you. And then next turn, I could have tried interrupting with him and moved. But if you had initiative, I could have moved away before him, maybe. But I think just me separating him like that was bad, because the only thing I could really use to block you is to surround him. So instead of running him away over here, I should have put him back over here, and then you couldn't have gone into combat with him. Essentially, the double. I mean, he moves pretty quick,
Yeah.
but next turn you're all but guaranteed to charge with your leaping strike, which is really strong. But it's good that you were able to come back, because it was looking pretty lopsided at the beginning.
Hormagants, much like witches in our game, are scary. Just go leaping through the air.
Well, it does go. It's so volatile whether you kill. So I shot 5 dudes and didn't do a single wound. In the previous turn, I killed
You killed
4.
5 Hormagants with me getting to do nothing.
Yeah. So the difference between a flesh wound and the taken out action is huge.